Hello, everybody. It's Holly from Besotted Orchids. I happened to make a trip down to Groovy Plants Ranch again today. I was going to film, but somebody was down there doing pressure washing, so you wouldn't have been able to hear anything. It would not have been enjoyable. But I have something I want to show you. Two beautiful paphiopedilums. My husband for Valentine's Day said, go down and get yourself an orchid. So this is the first one, and I'm only showing you part of it because it's so long, it doesn't fit in the screen. Look at that. It just goes forever. Look, more of the mottled leafing, absolutely beautiful. And you'll see why it's so tall in a minute. Paphiopedilum Parisian Pink. Now, the two that are in with it, the parents are Macabre in pink, tall, Grace, times Parisian Venus, tall, Joy. So yes, that is a very tall orchid. I mean, if I zoom out, I'm just going to zoom out forever. And I'm out of my black fabric. There we go. There's my wall. But that's going to be beautiful. And I have something else to share with you. I am very, very excited to know that so 3 of them so far of this type of orchid that I have purchased from them is a sequential bloomer. They have blooms coming in behind this one. So that is really, really a great, it's just a bonus. It's absolutely fabulous. Now over here, this one does have a bit of a special meaning. Let's see if I can move my light down a little bit. There. I have been wondering and thinking, oh, am I going to get one? Am I not going to get one? Looking for an orchid in remembrance of my dad, who passed away this past summer. And here it is. There it is. I don't know what it looks like yet, but I didn't get it for its appearance. Although it's going to be beautiful. I got it for the name. Paphiopedilum Magically Fred. I almost said Magically Dad. His name was Fred. And I don't know about you, but I don't stumble upon orchids with the name of Fred very often. So this one had to come home with me. And as you can see, there is another orchid coming in behind back there. Another bloom. So this one is going to be rather pretty. I can't wait. And I'm not sure he'd be too excited that I got an orchid that's named after him. He was always complaining about how many orchids I owned. How many orchids do you have this week? How many do you need? He was a little disturbed by how quickly my orchid collection grew. So it's, kind of a, hey, Dad, here's an orchid I added to my collection with your name on it. So there it is. I'm hoping it does very well. It only had 1 growth, which I hemmed and hawed over. I'm like, oh, I don't know. 1 growth is not the strongest orchid versus this one over here that had 3 or 4 different growth points on it. And here's the latest one. So that one will be in bloom again before we know it. But, I'm not going to find another one with his name. See if it'll just, oh, come on, you have to focus, yeah. So that's going to have some beautiful striping at the top, like the green Maudii, but it also looks like it has a hint of pink. And, of course, the slipper part is going to be a pinkish, leaning towards red, probably. So there are 2 new orchids that came home with me, and they both will be sequential bloomers. And I do have another one here that I purchased last week. I have to stop. My vehicle is not allowed to go south any longer. It's going to have to take a nice home break before it heads down to Groovy again. Because these are a little pricey, but, if I order them from anywhere else, until I pay shipping, I'm really not money out by going down there for them. I mean, I do have my gas involved, but, it's a fun trip out. I was able to enjoy lots of plants down there and view, they had beautiful lavender, shaped like Christmas trees, beautiful lavender plants and helleboras. So they are gearing up for spring down there. I recommend anybody within driving distance of Groovy Plant, just go down for a quick visit. It's absolutely beautiful down there. So here we go. Here are 2 new orchids that came home, and I will update you when magically Fred has opened up to show us what he is going to be. This definitely is going to be a male orchid. We can't call it a her. This is going to be a he, and Dad would be absolutely horrified that another one came home with his name. It's actually quite funny. So, but I think in the long run, he'd be happy I had an orchid named Fred. So you guys have a great day. And above all, enjoy those orchids.